Hello everyone, my name is Ali and welcome to AMF Plus. In recent times, there has been energy crisis in UK and almost everyone is struggling with their bills. And you may have heard people or yourself asking questions like, why my bill is so high? As I work for a few energy companies, I thought it would be useful to share my knowledge with everyone for answering that question. This is part 1 of my energy crisis series. This video will include some basics, bill terminology, and then some tips at the end. If you don't want to miss anything, please stick around. Electricity, like every other utility bill, is important to keep up. But it can be difficult to keep up when you suddenly get high bills. And most of us get into this trouble by simply not understanding our bills. Your energy bills are packed with key information about your supply and your usage. And understanding your bill is a start to reduce your bills. Like anything else, electricity bills work on simple math and calculations. Like maths, we can't solve a problem unless we know the problem. So let's have a look at a bill example. Just a quick disclaimer, all details are made up and have no relation to anyone or any business. So here's a bill. So the first thing which you will notice here is that on the top of the bill, which is the email address, this is just the email address which you've given them. You're receiving e-bills, you're receiving the bills on this email address. This is just a bill number, which is just a number for them to identify this bill in their database. Then we have bill date, which is just a bill. So this is just a date when the bill was issued. Then we have customer's details like your name on the top and your address. So this address right here is not necessarily the supply address. This is just the address where they have delivered this bill. So this is just a billing address or bill address. So first thing we should notice here on the bill is the billing period when this bill is based from. So this bill in this case is from 28th of November 2021 until 27th of December 2021, and this means that it's for 30 days this bill. Then it shows the last bill, which was £124, and the payment which you made on the account, which was on the 14th of December 2021. So here it shows credit, which means that you have overpaid either, or you have this in £0 balance. If this was showing as debit, which means that you have just basically past due, or you have a debt with them which you are paying off, or you have arrears with them. Then you have this amount, which is your normal this month's usage from this billing cycle. Another thing to notice on the first page is also this personal energy projection, which is £1,706, which is energy projection for this customer for the year. So, and also it's showing the date when the direct debit will be collected. Usually it's 14 days after the bill generation. Second page, they will have the company's details and everything, like all companies do. Moving to this calculation page, which is the main page here. So this will just tell you a few important things. Firstly, this is the address, which is your supply address where they have been supplying your electricity. Secondly, this is a meter number, which is just telling you that it's basically the meter serial number. Some companies do write it as MSN, meter serial number. It's just basically, it's available on your meter. So if you have a look on your meter, it will be on the meter. Then you have MPN, which is just a reference number for them to identify your meter in their database. And also on the right side, you will see the tariff, what tariff it is. And this customer is basically paying this with direct debit. Then you have the unit rate, which is basically the amount which he pays for 1 unit. Just a reminder, electricity 1 unit is equal to 1 kilowatt per hour. So basically in this case, if you're using 1 unit of electricity, that will be 19.11. So if, for example, this is reading 23697. If this is 23698, that means that you've used 1 unit of electricity and you'll be charged 19.11p for that. Then you have standing charge, which is just a charge for the meter to be on your property. Then you get charged for, basically that's £93.21 a year, which is just telling you how much you'll be charged for per year for the standing charge based on the day. And then this is the estimated annual usage, which is just telling you based on the meter readings how much basically this customer will use for the year time. And if you're getting a tariff actually, just a quick reminder, on the top page, if you see here, electricity personal projection, this was based on the energy usage. This usage multiplied by the unit rate which they are basically providing you as a tariff. So let's say if the provider tells you that your monthly bill will be £60 with direct debit, that's just based on this amount divided by 12 multiplied by this amount to tell you how much they think that your tariff will be. Obviously you can use more or you can use less, so depending on that you can save or reduce your bill, but reduce or increase your bill, but depending on this one, this is how they calculate your tariffs and your direct debits. So this is just telling you my average usage based on my meter readings. Again, it's all based on your meter readings. Nothing there coming up is basically pre-identified. So this is the calculation part here. So this is a reading. So you have three things here: customer read, estimate. So sometimes you will have actual, customer read, or estimate. Actual is meter readings which they pick up from your meter by themselves. So they read the meter, someone came to your property. Estimate is the readings which they estimated based on this projection or based on the usage which they had from the previous tenants who were living there, or maybe your previous years you have been living there, so based on that usage from the property. Then you have customer read, which is something which you have given to them either by the website or the app or by physically calling them, giving them readings. Then you have energy. So if you minus a final reading from the current reading, actually your previous reading, you will get the usage which you have it here, and based on your tariff, actually they multiply this with this one, which will get you to your usage. Then you have standing charge, of course, and then lastly you will have, so standing charge in this will come to this much, and then you have VAT, which is just basically a tax on the bill, which is 5% for normal consumers, and for business I think it's between 12 to 20% depending on the business. Then you have your this plus this, so 218.58 plus £10.93 is £229.51, and that end up with you with this bill. So this is how your bills are calculated. Thank you. Here are some quick tips before I end this video. Number 1. Your tariffs are based on your projected energy usage, so always provide regular meter readings to your supplier. Number 2. Turning off lights will not reduce your bill by too much, but using large appliances only when needed can help, for example your boiler, kettle, stove, etc. Number 3. For more tips on saving energy, you can call gov.uk helpline on 0800 444 202. And if you find this video useful and want me to make more of these, then subscribe and share this with your friends and family. Thank you for watching, and bye.